Hey guys, KapitanWalnut back with another design for Generic B on how to keep Wartilda inside his mansion. This time we're not using any fancy pathfinding techniques, we're just using good old-fashioned redstone. So, if we try to lure Wartilda out here, you see she's drinking a speed potion, and now she's charging. Ha ha ha. Oh, but piston wall in the face. So, if we go back to game mode 1, so we can fly up there and check everything out, it's just a tileable flush with the floor, double piston extender to keep her inside. And then we use 2 tripwire hooks to detect because there is a 2-tick delay in activating the piston wall, and since she can use a speed potion, we need a little bit of a buffer to make sure that we block her inside. Now I have the tripwire hooks recessed into the wall, 1 because I think it looks cool, and 2, more importantly, because the block that the tripwire hook itself is in cannot detect mobs, and we need to be able to detect if she's getting too close to the door along the whole entire distance of the floor here. Now you might ask, how do I get outside if there's a block wall that's just going to get in your face whenever you try? Because look at that, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Oop, I stood on top of there again. So, yeah, if I'm walking outside, even if I sprint, I can't seem to get outside. So, the simple answer is all you have to do is cut off the activation signal using one of these 4 buttons. There's 2 outside, 1 there and 1 there, as well as a 2 inside. So you just press one of them, and then leisurely just walk outside. Pretty easy stuff. And you see if we go back inside, it activates again. So all it is just a customizable delay using a pulse extender. Press the button, standing inside the tripwire to show you that how long that delay is. I have it set up. You can customize it to be any length that you think you need, depending on how laggy the server wants to be that day. So same thing out here. You can press these buttons. If Wartilda happens to be difficulty 3, if Wartilda happens to be hanging out in the way there, you could just press this button to lower the piston wall and walk inside. However, the danger with that is, 1, she might walk outside, because if she's standing there, chances are her pathfinding algorithm is trying to get her to walk outside. And 2, you might not want to walk into a room with a witch standing right there waiting to kill you. So you might want to be patient and wait for her to get out of the way, but that's your preference. So let's get into the redstone. So behind these 2 blocks here are where the tripwire hooks are. They go down to this line of redstone and just go down into a very simple pulse extender. That's just to grab the redstone signal. Here's the pulse extender itself. Very, very simple stuff. And then it goes into the signal conditioning unit. I've used this double piston extender in a couple of my different videos, so I'll only go over it very briefly here. So we have the activation line going in. We have a repeater 4-tick delay pointing backwards into a block with a redstone dot and a torch beside it that would make the piston pulse twice really quickly. And then that goes over a torch, which when the block's out, the torch is on, it would activate this line of redstone. This line of redstone, very simply, just has a bunch of 1-tick repeaters going into a block with some torches pointing up into another block. And then you have the 2 sticky pistons stacked on top of each other the whole way down. One thing you have to be careful about when building this is that the pistons want to act like bud switches, so you might want to go down and put all the repeaters in redstone the whole way down, except for this one place, and then all the torches, and then come back and place the piece of redstone that connects this block of redstone here to your conditioning unit. Oh, she just walked away. There we go. Thanks, Wartilda. Yeah, what else? So also we have the cutoff signals. Here we have a button above a redstone dot, like that. And the redstone dot is on the piece of orange wool, which is above a sticky piston with a redstone block to activate this line of redstone. It's getting a little dark, huh? Temp set 0. Boom. Alright. And that goes into a little torch tower to just activate the line of redstone, which comes over here. Torch goes up into this block. Also the button that's inside the room is behind that block. Goes into another very simple pulse extender. And then that pulse extender causes, oh thank you very much, causes that piston to stick out, cutting off the piece of redstone. What'd she do? Step in and step out? Yeah, she did. Yeah. Causes that block to stick out and cut off the redstone signal, cut off the activation line. And then the same thing over here. We have this other button, just goes down into a redstone line to go all the way across. What else? Oh, and one last important piece of redstone is we don't, since there's a sequence that the pistons have to go through in order to retract the blocks, if the piston wall is activated again while it's going through the retraction sequence, then it'll get messed up, it'll leave blocks behind, and it just won't work anymore. So you have to make sure that you wait a certain period of time after the retraction delay has started in order to activate it again. We can do that very simply by having a falling edge detector. So we detect coming off of the activation line when it's no longer activated, and then we just simply go up into the cutoff sequence. So once it's stopped being activated, cut it off for a short period of time using just that piston, that pulse extending right there, and then you're good to go. So yeah, I think this one is actually a little bit better than the other one because it's a lot more, there's not as many chances for it to mess up, but it is still your decision because this might not look as nice as the other one. The other one just had a simple carpet in front of the door. This design, you have to have tripwire hooks, buttons, and when Wartilda's in the way, even pistons sticking up into the air. So it's all up to you. I hope this helps, and thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.